Hello, stars. My name is Share-Rel. I'm a personal development strategist, and I help women and want to help women start their own businesses online. Okay, this is my first business that I have started online. I had no idea that I would be here 2 years ago. I had no idea. I wanted to do a restaurant, and I knew that that really wasn't my passion. I just wanted to do that because that's something that I was good at doing, cooking up my little menu, and gathering a little party and having fun, some music. That's something that I do enjoy doing. So I thought that maybe perhaps I would open a restaurant, but I would always feel that that is not where God wanted me to go, and I would voice my opinion about that. I can feel that this is something that I like to do, but I know I just don't feel like the God is letting me do that. And some people would just be like, "Oh well, just keep praying, just keep praying," and So I'm like, yeah, so no, that is not what God had me do. That definitely is a second hobby. That is definitely something that I do enjoy doing, but it's not the business for me, especially not the first one. Could be a second one. But right now, God has put me in a position to be a coach, a personal development strategist for my peers in the community and other young women who are looking to start business online, because I know a lot of you have ideas and have not been able to implement them. And I am your girl for that. You have an idea, I want you to share it and help you evolve it. But I want to first make sure that you are ready for it, for to work with me by your personal development skills. Working with your personal development skills will help you to continue to go on with your plans without letting your feelings and get in the way and stop you from doing what you need to do. So, as a coach, I'm going to help pick you up from where you normally give up and help you to excel in that point constantly and comfortably in an uncomfortable place. So, when you're ready to do that, that's when we're ready to start the business, because once you start your business, I don't want you to give up. And I want to make sure that you have the skills to keep going. My story is it took me 12 years with a 2-year break of to get a degree, to finish an associate's degree and then a bachelor's degree. So that was at two different schools. But I wasn't clear about what I wanted to pursue at school. I just knew that I wanted to get some skills. I wanted to learn. I wanted to see, like, what am I missing? Like, well, what? And I got into the business field, and I just realized that this is exactly where I need to be. Business is something I can relate to. I can agree with the concepts and the tools and the rules of management, which is now called leadership. I understand that. I agree with that. The classes were very easy for me to get through to get the concepts and to understand and to make the good grades. So, so I just still, just kept going, couple of classes at a time without really any end goal in mind. I was going to be okay with the associate's degree. But once I got that, I'm like, no, 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 no. I need to keep going. And once I did keep going, once I was able to keep going, I was able to finish from an associate's degree to a bachelor's degree with about 2 years. So the 10 years was at the community college. But once I got clear on my motives and my goals and my focus, and I got clear, I was able to finish in 2 more years. Hallelujah. So, okay. So, today I wanted to share some personal development tips on creating boundaries, healthy boundaries, because we're going to need healthy boundaries if we're going to go down this road of discovering who we are, who we're created to be, and what has God put into us to be business women online. Because it's something in all of us. As you can see, there's a lot of unique people popping up with new ideas and sharing it, and it's inside of all of us. And I want to help you bring it out. If you already know that it's there, I want to help lighten it up for you. So, tips on creating healthy boundaries. This is something that I wrote on my blog back in September, so I wanted to recreate it for you. Creating healthy boundaries in your life starts with creating healthy boundaries with yourself. Ultimately, how you treat yourself is generally how you would treat others. How you treat strangers and those not in your social group somehow speaks volumes on how well you respect your boundaries and the boundaries of others. So, here are 7 tips that I came up on creating healthy boundaries with people and friendships and starting to get to know people and to help implement new boundaries for the people that you already do know. Maybe you are operating on a close friend level relationship with someone who is an associate and you're not able to differentiate the two. That was a problem that I had in my life for a long time. It was not able to differentiate a close friend from an associate. Even if I knew the close friend for a long time and they became associates because we were not growing together. And if I still kept them at heart as a close friend and still gave information to them as a close friend, the friendships really didn't work like that. So I've learned how to create boundaries with friends. And so you figure out the level of friendship you're on. If you're an associate, if you're in a possible friendship, if you're in a very close friendship, like what level. So tip number 1, do not give too much personal information if you are unclear of your standing in relationship with the other person. Giving too much information to a person that is not seeking to understand you can leave you feeling empty. So just because you're talking to them and you think they're your friend, don't really mean they're your friend. So if you're not clear on where you are in your friendship with them, don't do yourself a favor. Don't leave yourself feeling empty, like you just gave yourself and you don't know what and why and what's going to come back, because maybe that really wasn't a friend. So maybe that was an associate and you don't want to give too much personal information to an associate that you would give to a very close friend. Do not compromise. Number 2, do not compromise your values to be accepted by others. If someone does not like you or care for you, compromising for them will send a message that you do not value yourself. We want to be careful to not send the wrong messages that you do not value yourself. I have been caught up in that myself plenty of times where I did what they wanted me to do, or just so I just need to be nice, so they can know that I'm a nice person, and I never understood why it was taken the wrong way. I took this to God, like, okay, you said do this, do that. Then, hey, some Bible scriptures came like, hey, you're the one casting your pearls in front of the pigs. I mean, come on now, So, I get it. So, just don't compromise your values to be accepted by others. Don't try to prove that you're a nice person. Don't try to prove that you are a godly person. Don't try to prove anything to anyone. Don't compromise your values for anyone, or because that will not create a healthy boundary for you in any relationship, in the relationship with that person. They're going to think they can walk all over you. Number 3, share information in inappropriate ways. Do not overshare and do not undershare. Not to say be very protective of personal information. Ask yourself, what are your goals of sharing? Where is this going? And if you are getting the understanding that you need before sharing the information. So you want to make sure that someone understands you and they are interested and open to understanding where you're coming from. Because you could be talking to someone who was talking about you to someone else, and you could be like just satisfying someone else's curiosity and really not helping yourself in the situation. What you need is a supportive friend, and you want to create healthy boundaries for that. So if you don't feel like you don't have a supportive friend, don't overshare information with that. But don't undershare information too if you're working towards a friendship with someone. Talk to people. Number 4, talk to people that you trust. Build trust with people. Share a little and see where it goes. Give people a reason to trust you. Build trust based on the level of the relationship. Don't share special thoughts with someone that you don't have a special bond with. So what you share and your relationship, that should match. 5, communicate your wants and your needs. Do not be dependent on the opinions of others. Form your own and think for yourself is important. I touch on that a lot. To have your own mind. Don't focus on the opinion of others, because you'll have so many different opinions to choose from. This group of people have this set of opinions, this group of people have this set of opinions, and then you have your own beliefs, and you'll get lost if you don't create the boundary with yourself to have your own voice, your own mind's thoughts and opinions. Okay. Number 6, be able to accept the word no and say the word no. And do not keep others at a distance due to fear or rejection. And do not comply with others due to fear or rejection. Don't go and make yourself available to someone because you're afraid of what they might think of you, if you don't feel like talking to them that day, or or anything like that. Be true to yourself. And number 7, respect the boundaries of others, and do not enforce your needs on other people, because people have different needs from you. So it's not anybody else's responsibility to meet your needs. Okay. And it's not your responsibility to meet others' needs. Do what you can. I actually have this reminds me of something else that I had did about learning how to give like a star. I'm gonna share that soon one day. I haven't actually shared that with anybody because I came up with that because I used to like give too much, give too much, and then just feel used and empty and completed and angry and all of that, after giving and loving and being kind and compassionate. And, so I had to learn how to give like a star, not give too much. So respect your boundaries and respect the boundaries of others. Don't enforce your need. Don't enforce people's needs on you. Having a healthy boundary promotes a life that you value. It sets you up to understand yourself and others. It also something you have to implement in your everyday life. Having healthy boundaries is a sign that you have a healthy life balance. Okay, so that is the 7 tips. So let me go back over them, a recap. 1, don't give too much personal information if you're not sure of your friendship. 2, don't compromise your values to be accepted by others. 3, share information in appropriate ways. Don't overshare, don't undershare. 4, talk to the people you trust and build trust with people. Share a little, see where it goes. Number 5, communicate your wants and your needs. 6, be able to accept the word no as well as say it. And number 7, respect the boundary of others and also respect the boundaries of your own. Okay, thank you so much for listening to my blog on creating tips on healthy boundaries. My name is Share-Rel, personal development strategist, and I would like for you to book a call with me or join my email list and check out the link. And if you are seeing this video on social media, share it and leave a comment, and I will comment back. Thank you. Talk to you later. Bye bye.